Hi, this is Bob Miglani, best-selling author of Embrace the Chaos. Today, I am in Bangkok airport. It's pretty hot. I'm catching a flight soon. So this is Bangkok airport. It's under construction, I think, Bangkok, Thailand. So this is the lounge. I'm in this lounge here. To share a message with you today about change. I know a lot of you, your companies, your organizations are going through change because of greater competition, disruption, mergers, acquisitions, challenges and growth. So I know a lot of you are going through change, and I wanted to share with you some tips, some advice that might be helpful to you in your life here. I understand what you're going through in change and dealing with change in your job and your career. And so the first thing that might be helpful is acceptance. Acceptance that change is here, it's inevitable, and it's going to happen more and more because the world has become smaller. As we become more global, technology has advanced so much. What's happened is we have to accept that change is here, and you can't fight it. I'm sorry, you can't fight it. You can't resist it, because that's where stress comes from. When we have this model in our head of life and our career and our job the way it's supposed to be, the way it was promised to you, the way it was promised to you. Yes, we have those ideas. We have that framework of the way things ought to be, and it doesn't match to the way things are today, and which is, that nothing is for certain. And so we fight that. We resist the change, and that's where we get a lot of our stress from. So what I'm suggesting you do is accept it. Accept the truth, the reality, which is the world has become different. The world has profoundly changed because of demographics, because of competition, because of all the things that are going on. Technology becomes so many different things. Because of so many different things, the world has changed. And so what we have to learn to do is accept. Once we accept, we can begin the process of moving forward. And that's really the second point. The second suggestion I suggest to you is, find sort of work or find an area of interest, something that interests you, and go pursue that. Be curious about something. I know you might have done this job for a long time. I know you might have loved it, and you're saying to yourself, what, I want to do this longer, and well, continue doing it. But some of you, for me, I wanted to change. I learned that I didn't want a corporate career after a long time. I didn't want it. I had been there for 23 years, and I was just tired. I wanted to do something different. And so I left, and it was really hard to leave, because when you know something, you have that certainty. You know that place, the comfortable environment of, a job, an office, people, and so on. To leave it for discomfort is very challenging. It's very hard to do. But, you get through it. Your body adapts, your mind adapts. And so what I'm suggesting you do is you move forward and find areas of interest, some things that interest you. For me, I started started getting on advisory boards of companies, small companies, to help them grow in the marketplace. And that really gave me insight into what was going on in the marketplace that was different than my job. And so I started to pursue that further and further. And now I do that a lot, is I help companies who are small, who are in life sciences, who want to grow. And so they gave me a career shift. And I was able to have that career shift because I started experimenting, I started getting out and talking to people, I started doing different things, I started taking different actions. And so for me, that was really a way to get unstuck, to move forward in all of this change that's going on. And so my advice to you, I understand it's painful, I know it's challenging, and I understand there's these trade-offs between, we always make in our heads, certainty versus uncertainty. We always go to this certainty. And what I challenge you is that actually there's no such thing as certainty. Not in the current job that you have, not in the current business that you're in. There is no certainty. That's life. That's just the way it is. And so what we have to learn to do is to embrace uncertainty. And we do that through acceptance, not overthinking, and moving forward in life. So hopefully this tip has been helpful. A very quick tip for you as I'm trying to catch my flight. I'm in Bangkok, and I'm going to catch my flight. And I want you to know that no matter what happens during all this change that you go through in your career and your life, you can handle it. We can adapt to anything. You can adapt to anything. You just don't know it yet. And so with that, with love and respect to all that you do, this is Bob Miglani, wishing you great success and happiness in your life. Take care. Bye. Bye from Bangkok.